Hey guys, this is a new Beast Lab. This week's edition, we're going to go over the belly to helmet. Belly to helmet is the counter that we're going to use the most now. This evolution of face-offs has led us to a point where more athletic guys can get to their feet, the ball's lined up higher on the head, athletes only have one step to redirect the ball and exit, so there's no point in making the same mistakes that guys have been making for years. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over, first off, back in the day, or currently, if you're still making these mistakes, if our opponent wins the clamp on us, we see a lot of guys will then immediately try to rip. They'll either come around the elbow. If you make any contact with the arm, that's illegal. Guys will come around and they'll try to re-jam, which doesn't work anymore because now all he has to do is lean in with his right hand and then I'll just bend the head. It won't work, okay? And it'll spin you off the ball. So the other counter that we've always used was the shovel counter, okay? We would line in, our opponent, if he plungered, would lift his left hand, and then we would step to our right and try to lift this left hand. The problem is that you guys at home have gotten so good with your footwork that every single time someone goes for this shovel counter, you guys are pro-hopping and immediately going back door as we go for the lift. So you're basically opening yourselves up to an easy exit against you. So now what we're talking about is a counter that works if your opponent clamps, plungers, does anything, and rotates. It's called belly to helmet, and we use this drill in order to incorporate that. So first, let me demonstrate what belly to helmet means. On the initial clamp, if we lose, belly to helmet means getting straight up and belly to helmet. Mind-blowing, right? So I want my belly button directly at the top of my opponent's helmet. I don't want to step upfield and fall up. I don't want to jump and drop step because that opens up his counterclockwise motion. I want to get right here. Now, he has one step to exit. So, no matter if he pro hops, I'm right here. Okay, now, we don't want to make this mistake. We never want to drop our stick down here because as soon as your hand comes down here, as soon as he sees the head of the stick, he's going to know where to exit. If you come down here and try to get his stick, he goes back door. If you come down here and try to hit his stick here, he goes front door. You're never going to dislodge the ball because all these face-off heads are made to wrap the ball inside. So what we do instead is we get to a point of no return. The point of no return for the guy who won the clamp is to use his move. Okay, so for instance, let's say Colby plungers onto the ball, then pro hops. That's his step. I stay high, I stay belly to helmet, so I'm ready for any place that he goes. And then as he exits, that is when I come down and check just as the ball is about to exit. So that's when we make our move. Now, let's say he clamps and then he goes defensive draw, okay? As he's going defensive draw, I stay belly to helmet, he uses his move, and then as his right hand comes up, that's when I check. So what we want to do is we want to stay on top of him. We don't want to make the point of attack when his hand is locking the ball in the basket. Okay, so go ahead and go into a plunger and lock that. This doesn't do anything. As face-off guys, we love this. LSMs make this mistake all the time. They go for this check. Then we can pop our ball straight through this and exit, okay? So what we want to do is remember, the point of no return is once the one step has been used and the right hand is moving skyward, okay? Because that means the ball has to come out at the end of that motion. So that's when we want to make our attack. So in order to train not only our ability to be belly to helmet, but to train our footwork as the offensive guy who's won the clamp, we use this belly to helmet drill. So what I do is I stand tight to the ball. I give Colby a down, set, go cadence. And when I say go, he's going to try to clamp, make his move, and my job is to stay belly to helmet. I'm not allowed to check at all. The only thing I'm allowed to do is try to intercept the ball after he pops it. So we're going to go slow motion on this. All right, down, set, go. I stay here, belly to helmet, and then I come here and I try to steal the ball. Okay, let's use this hash mark here so there's more space. All right, same thing. I'm going to go belly to helmet, down, set, go. And then I come over and I try to exit. I try to stop his exit. Okay, now, same thing. Let's go defensive turn, down, set, go. Stay belly to helmet, and then you ride. Okay? So that's how we want to stay on that. We want to teach ourselves to fight against losing the clamp and then checking here or ripping out an arm that's going to give up an infraction. All right, now at the same time, this is going to teach Colby to start using his different exits. So for instance, down, set, go, maybe he goes back door on the first one, okay? So then on the next one, I'll be sitting back door, he's gonna set me up for it, and then he's gonna go forward, okay? This time maybe he'll go defensive turn, down, set, go, and he'll exit to his left shoulder. And then maybe this time he'll go defensive turn to make me bite on it, and then he'll remix and go back door, okay? So it sharpens up his exits, but the biggest thing is it teaches me that my reaction after losing a clamp needs to be getting belly to helmet, into the body, not backstepping and giving space, and it's the most effective way of training against a clamp that you've lost, because what we want to do at the end of the day is if we can lose 10 clamps and we can win back 5 of them, we've completely changed our face-off percentage for our squat. All right, so that's the belly to helmet drill. Hope you guys use it, and we'll see you next time.